This will be a 39-yarder for John Casey. It's up. And it's good. So the Seahawks on the scoreboard first as Tom Flores applauds the effort. 3-0 Seahawks.
Imagine a V8 engine that's incredibly powerful, yet
early reason to cheer here in the Seattle Kingdome. Seahawks on top by the score of 3-0 as we take a look at some other scores from around the league. Final scores. San Francisco now with a New Orleans loss can clinch the NFC West.
Yeah, and they're a great road team. They have done better than any team in the NFL over the last decade on the road, and they win another.
And Chicago with a big victory as Mike Singletary, last game in Chicago. Big boost there. And a boot here. From the 1 by Sikahema. And Sikahema with another excellent return. Boy, this guy is awfully dangerous. Sikahema returning up to about the 35 and tackled by the kicker, John Casey.
He has been a big factor. You know, it's his third team now in the league, and he's been a factor in every team he goes to. I don't know why people continue to put him on Plan B, because he is an important player in this league, and there's just something about him. He's not real fast, but it's hard to catch him once he gets by you, and it's hard to tackle him when he's in front of you.
And it's obvious what kind of spark he can provide a team.
Definitely. Look where they are now. They're on the 35, a chance to really get their offense going.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 35. 3 wide receivers. Cunningham, a little flail. And Sherman with a 5-yard pickup on that pass play will bring up a 2nd and 5. Eugene Robinson on the tackle. Pete Sherman really has made a lot of the opportunity given by him. And interestingly, at least Richie Kotite was saying, Keith Byers came to him and said, hey, coach, you got to keep this guy in the game.
Well, there's no question. Byers playing tight end gets them both in the game. Byers doesn't give them the kind of blocking a tight end that they would like, but he's an up-the-field receiver, and Sherman can both run, block, and catch the ball. Really balances out their offense.
9:40 left in the first quarter play. Eagles trailing by a field goal on 2nd and 5. Herschel Walker was wrapped up in the backfield by Cortez Kennedy, but a powerful man as he dragged a powerful man with him for at least a yard. That's saying something.
It looked like he lined up in the backfield, didn't it? Look how, watch Cortez Kennedy as we get an end zone return. He's on our camera's right side. Watch him come up the field. Boom. Now he's into the backfield. Look at the penetration he makes. He almost gets the handoff. He'd have a 4-yard average per carry if they just let him have the ball back there. He is something. I tell you, Reggie White and Cortez Kennedy are worth the price of admission just to watch those two guys.
3rd and 5. 4 wideouts. Trips right for the Eagles. Flag on the play. Cunningham flushed out by Tua Tagovailoa. And Cunningham looks like he may have had enough for the first down. We'll see where they mark it. And indeed, it looks like Randall scrambled for the first down. Michael Sinclair might be the guy called for offside.
He was offside, but they'll decline the penalty and go with Randall's run. You know, it always has amazed me the speed of Randall Cunningham. He's one of those long striders.
Offside, defense decline, first down.
And when Cunningham gets out there, people misjudge his speed, and he kind of runs right by. I thought they were going to get him for about a +1 there, and he got a +7.
Richie Kotite saying that he was awfully glad to see Randall back. Actually encouraged Randall to run more last week.
Yeah, and you know, it's scary because you don't want to lose your player running, but for Randall, he's got to play free and loose, and when he is, he's as exciting as they come.
1st and 10 from the 47. Herschel Walker. Nice, strong run by Herschel Walker across midfield. A 5-yard run by Herschel. Joe Kane on the stop, and boy, does Randall figure awfully prominently in the rushing game of this Philadelphia Eagles team.
And their key rushes too. He gets 24% of, I mean, or 24% of the total yardage that they run the ball. But it's also the key runs that he makes. He gets the first downs running, and that's why it's so important for him to continue to run the ball.
When he does it now. It was a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Randall throws it incomplete. Intended receiver was Fred Barnett. Ball was tipped that time as Randall with the quick pass.
He has really got a gun. He takes a bit of a wind-up throwing the football, but he can throw a fastball as well as anybody in this league.
And interestingly, so many people, I guess scouts, critics coming into the league said that wind-up might have prevented him from being the kind of quarterback that he's turned out to be.
Well, none of those guys will admit that now. there was legions of those guys then, but now it's, no, wasn't me. I didn't say that. I knew what a great runner he was.
3rd and 4, 7:48 left in the first quarter of play. 4 wide receivers out of the shotgun. Randall to Sukahima, and Sukahima first down and a lot more. Boy, talk about a versatile player in Vice Sukahima, who actually had given some thought to not playing this year, a 16-yard play.
Well, I don't know how much thought he gave to it, but you see him coming motion here. They fake the draw play to Byers, then they're getting a little screen. You can see Davis come out in front of him just to block the linebacker. Now there's enough room for Sukahima to get up the field, gets a first down, keeps the drive going. Those plays that you make on 3rd and 5, now that's good coaching there. I think they had that play worked on all week, came with it the first time they got 3rd and 5. They got an important first down.
At the 31 of Seattle, 1st and 10, Eagles. Cunningham to Sherman. Sherman inside the 30. Sherman finally tackled by Joe Nash and others. Right now, let's go to Greg Gumbel.
All right, JB, in Anaheim, Bobby Hebert will go 12 yards to Eric Martin, and the Saints have the early lead on the Rams. But Morton Anderson missed an extra point, his first after 120 straight in a row. 6-0 Saints first quarter, JB.
All right, Greg, and that is news if Morton Anderson misses a point after. That is indeed a chip shot. And keep in mind, Saints need to lose in order for the 49ers to clinch the West. On the ground again, the Eagles, Heath Sherman, a gain of 2 on the play. Joe Nash again on the stop as you take a look at Rod Stevens, who also assisted on that.
Philadelphia's running game has to be inside the tight end. Keith Byers has done a great job for them, but he can't block an outside linebacker or an outside defensive end and run the ball wide behind him. So they try to run the football down the middle, and that's good because Herschel Walker's best runs are straight at people, keeping his shoulders parallel to the line.
3rd and 3 for the Eagles at the 24 of Seattle. 6:09 left in the first. Eagles down by a field goal. Incomplete intended receiver by Sukahima, and again the ball tipped.
The Seattle defense has been one of the best in the league. They've gotten very little help from their offense, but they play together so well. Tom Catlin, their defensive coordinator, I think is one of the best in the league, and he has been for a long time. They do not give you a lot of easy things.
Roger Ruzick comes on to attempt a 41-yard field goal. Season long of 50. It's up. And it's good. And he's credited with a 42-yarder, so we've got a tie ball game at 3 apiece.
Come on, come on.
Coverage of the National Football League is sponsored by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Norelco patented lift and cut shavers. We make close comfortable. And by Miller Lite, an official sponsor of the NFL and Super Bowl 27.
Beautiful skyline, clear day in Seattle, and the Kingdome inside. 66,000 seats and tickets sold for the game. Sell out, not completely full, but the fans have had something to cheer about. And Richie Kotite cheering that 42-yard field goal that knotted the game up at 3 apiece. And Ruzick gets a decent foot in it. Warren from the 6. And Chris Warren hit and dropped at about the 17. Good coverage by the Eagles special teams. And Seattle will start. Not the best of field position. And not the best of offenses. As a matter of fact, Seattle has scored only 10 points in the first quarter cumulative coming into the game. They got 3 so far.
Well, they're hot, I guess, is what you'd say. And that's been a tough year for them and very painful. They've gone through 3 different quarterbacks. Have lost a lot of their wide receivers and have an inexperienced offensive line. Those are a lot of bad things, and they add up to a lot of those 28s. But they are improving, and if Gelball can get rid of the ball quickly and continue to run effectively with Chris Warren, we're going to have a good game.